First of all, thank every one of you for taking the time to get up early this morning. And I have to tell you, I appreciate the sacrifice you made. And I want to point out my wife, Jacqueline, who is the chairman of the board of Scherer Communications. As you can see, she has not one, but two hands that are broken. So it took a little extra effort to get her up this morning, but she's here along with some of my other volunteers. My son Pete is going to be my technical advisor, and Jim Bono, who is just leaving the Army. We're here to help you if you have any technical questions. We're going to help you put together the basis for a good LinkedIn profile. So let me tell you what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover the why importance of LinkedIn. We're going to talk about the three elements of LinkedIn, which are your profile photo, your summary statement, and your experience. And then at the end of this hour, if time permits, we're going to talk about the art of using LinkedIn as a way of networking with people. So we're going to cover a lot quickly, and we're going to be interactive. So the reason we're going to be interactive is that we're going to take volunteers. If you'd like to volunteer and have your profile looked at, we will give quick reviews of your profile so you can look at ways to improve it. If you think of my wife as an example of a LinkedIn profile, here's the three elements. Right here is the face, okay? That's probably the most important. Second important thing is the mouth. That's your summary. That's when people ask you what you do. And then the whole thing right here is your whole profile. It's the body of work. For example, my wife got her PhD at the age of 60. She's at UTSA. She teaches college students. And you would find that in her profile. That's the wow element of her profile. Thank you so much, Jer.
You're welcome.
All right, let's look at Dina. All right, you know what? Dina's picture is so much better than Dave and Jim's, don't you think? Here's why. It shows her personality, right? It allows you to know who she is. So if I was working with Dina on something with her enterprise, if she came to visit me, I know what she looks like. And I know what kind of person to expect, okay? That's what you want to look for in a picture. If you have a nice name like Jimmy Holmes, it's a good idea to change your profile to add your middle initial.
This right here?
Yeah, yes. So you can find him like Jimmy C. Holmes. All right, now, I like this picture, but that was taken before Jimmy had teenagers. And so it's probably time to update. And by the way, I have never seen Jimmy without his glasses on. And I'm guilty as charged, but if you wear glasses, show me your picture. Okay, time for one more. We have one more person who would like to volunteer. Yes, sir, in the black. Your name is, please?
Al, A-L, Rivera.
Rivera? Al Rivera. Okay. All right, Al, I like the face, but what's distracting is the stuff in the back. So my recommendation is get somebody who has Photoshop and take out the distracting stuff in the background. The other thing to think about when you take your picture, your photographer, a professional photographer will know this. It's called 300 digital DPI. You want a 300 DPI because why is that important? I'll tell you why. If I was looking up Kim Ford, who is one of my friends from Nabo, I would see her picture very clearly. So if you're using a low resolution shot, it's not going to convey itself very well. So use a 300 DPI. My advice is headshot, okay? Here to here, so that I can see your face, because that's what I'm looking for if you're a total stranger and we're meeting for the first time. Marie. Yes, sir. What is your name, please?
Jeremy, Jeremy, Grace, Grace.
Okay, Jeremy Grace. Jeremy, I like the photo,
Thanks.
but do you wear glasses?
I don't, just when I read.
Okay. All right. So here's Jeremy's. Jeremy has what I call the classic resume speak, okay? He's taken what is his mission statement from his resume, and he is devoid of all nouns, okay? So what I would suggest to you, Jeremy, is that you look at talking in the first person. What is unique about you